guys, Amit here for Advices Media, and this is a comparison of the LG G3 with the Samsung Galaxy S5. Both of these are the flagship smartphones for these respective companies, and they come with some very interesting features. Now let's look into the Galaxy S5 first, which comes with a perforated back, and overall the smartphone has been having pretty decent reviews, except that it has some heating issues and battery issues. Apart from that, overall the form factor is also pretty good, and you may have a good experience while holding this smartphone, even though it comes with a very large display. The smartphone is pretty slim, and as you can see, it actually looks similar to the Galaxy S4, that's the last year's flagship smartphone from Samsung. Now let's take a quick look on the LG G3. It has a pretty different kind of design, like a curved back, and the back panel of this device has a metallic finish. Even though this is also made out of plastic, it makes you feel that this has a metallic kind of back panel, and looks a pretty much premium device when compared with the S5 at least. And the buttons on the back are also flat, which are coming up with the flat UI, and the device also comes with this laser autofocus, which is one of the most important feature. And another important feature is the 2K display on this device, which is very interesting, and this has been one of the first devices to have this kind of display. Talking about the bezel, the LG has a pretty small or very light bezel, which gives you a edge-to-edge display, and you can experience the very large display with more content showing up on the home screen. These are the different applications which come pre-installed on this device, and overall, as you can see, the S5 clearly has a home button, while this doesn't have that. Let me just show you a quick demo of the display on both of these devices by playing a quick video. So as you can see, the G3 has a 5.5 inches with a 534 ppi, which is actually pretty high when compared to the other flagship smartphones from different brands, while when you compare it with the S5, it has a 432 ppi. So overall, you may find that the G3 has a very high display or a very good display, but as you can see, the S5 has a vibrant display, which means that the same video played there looks kind of better. Again, it depends on the personal taste. The G3 has a natural kind of display, while the colors on the S5 would look more vibrant. Now let's go to the performance and the hardware section. So both of these devices come with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 801 processor. Considering that I am comparing this, that's the Korean model, with the US model, while in India we had the Exynos model, and while the G3 has 3 GB of RAM, the S5 has 2 GB of RAM, and overall there was no issues in terms of performance when we played different games or were using different applications. As you can see, we were able to quickly switch to different applications too at the same time. In terms of the battery compartment, you can see that the G3 again wins with the higher battery, and the best part was that when we used it for a longer period, we found that the battery was pretty good in the G3 in terms of the stability of the battery, while the S5 had battery which was quickly discharging. Now let's look into the camera comparison. First off, the S5 was having one of the best cameras when it was launched at Mobile World Congress, but following that, when we started using the G3, which comes with the laser autofocus, we found that the focus was pretty good, and the pictures taken were also quite vibrant, except that the HDR mode is not that good when compared with the S5, because the S5's HDR mode looks pretty good and gives you very good photo captures. So here, let me show you a quick options of the LG G3's camera interface. So as you can see, we can record 4K videos with no time limit as of now, and you can also capture photos at 13 megapixel, and which can go down to even VGA. And apart from that, the best part is that in terms of video recording, you can capture a 120 frames per second video in HD format, which is pretty interesting. And this is a demo of the focusing options, which is thanks to the laser autofocus on the LG G3. If you are a person who captures a lot of selfies, then the G3 comes with a gesture palm selfie feature, wherein you just have to close your palm once, and it would automatically get notified, and it would start capturing a picture in 3 seconds, and this is the output of the same. So overall, a pretty interesting feature, as I can say, and we actually have been liking this feature wherever we are in need of capturing a selfie. Apart from that, when you talk about the Galaxy S5, you can see that the camera interface directly shows you the vibrant colors, and the dynamic display shows you a very good background, even though the pictures are also kind of artificial, but still overall I feel that the S5's camera has been better. But again, let me show you a few samples wherein you can actually decide which is better. So first let us just check out the camera settings, and the S5 comes with a full HD resolution video recording along with 4K video recording, which is limited to just 5 minutes. And apart from that, you have the HDR mode, which is my favorite. And apart from that, you have the 16 megapixel camera captures, that's photo captures, and you also have the burst mode. So here are a few captures. As you can see, these are in broad daylight, and overall you can see that the S5's captures were pretty good when compared to the G3 in daylight, while the same when captured in low light or in artificial light, you can see that the G3 actually wins, and these were with flash on in complete darkness. So overall there has been a kind of mix kind of results. And let's go forward and check out the software features or the features on both of these devices. So this is the Q slide feature on the LG G3, which gives you a quick access to different very interesting or very useful applications in the whenever you are in need of the same. So let's say you're in the middle of some application, you want to access the phone dialer, you don't have to close the application, you just go to quick slide and enable it. Apart from that, you can go to the phone mode setting. Again, this is very much limited to the telecom network which you purchase this phone through, and that is available, and you can switch between the LG phone mode to the T phone mode. And apart from that, you have the smart cleaning application, which would free up some space, and thanks to this application you don't have to install some third-party applications to clean all the residual files or the temporary files from your phone. Next up, here is the home touch buttons feature, which you can not just customize but also select or unselect wherever you would like to hide it. So let's say you are in the Chrome browser, you're browsing some of your favorite applications, and you would like to ensure that you don't show up the home touch buttons in this browsing experience. You can just enable it or disable it here. So that's one of the customization feature which you get on the LG G3. Talking about these all features on the Galaxy S5, you have the regular notifications options, and along with this you have some very interesting applications which comes pre-installed, and that's the side sync feature, which allows you to sync your phone with any tablet like the Samsung Galaxy Tab S, and quickly ensure that all your phone's content are visible on the tablet. Apart from that, you have the S Health application, using which you can not only record your footsteps or the daily steps but also monitor your heart rate, and that's thanks to the sensor which comes on the back next to the camera or LED flash. And once you tap onto that, you just have to place your finger on the back near the sensor, and it will start recording and giving you the data of the same. Overall a pretty interesting feature, but the sad part is that you can also get similar features with any Android phone which has LED using a simple application, and you don't really need a S5 for using the heart rate sensor. Now, talking about the security, the S5 comes with a fingerprint security, which is one of the most important feature of this device, and this was nowhere available in the earlier Samsung flagship devices, but this is implemented on the S5. And as you can see, it offers you with a medium to high security, and in my experience I was not pretty much happy with this when I tested it initially, while there have been some software updates, and now it's perfectly working for most of the users, but again not for everyone, because you have to unlock the same way you have actually set it up, and you can see that you may get these kind of errors. But on the contrary note, the LG G3 doesn't come with this feature, but it comes with a feature called as knock code, which is a invisible kind of pattern lock feature where you set up a pattern once, and along with this you also have a face lock option wherein you just set it up once, and following which whenever you unlock the device, it would switch on the front camera and try to recognize you and give you access to the home screen. So these were the most important comparison features of the LG G3 versus the Samsung Galaxy S5. Let us know if you feel we missed something, and let us know which is your favorite smartphone in the comment section below, and don't forget to add a thumbs up and subscribe to Advisors Media for more. Thank you.